Welcome to Auto Foresight. The range number looked fine on paper. Then drivers started planning actual journeys through a Canadian winter at -10 with a battery chemistry they had never dealt with before. That is where a budget EV either earns its price point or exposes it. The 2027 Chevrolet Bolt is back, rebuilt on a new platform, with a native charging port that opens the door to every major fast charger in North America. The question worth asking before the order is placed is this: does the cold weather performance of the new battery chemistry hold up well enough for the buyers this car is actually targeting? The 2027 Bolt is Chevrolet's re-entry into the sub-$30,000 EV segment after a 2-year absence. GM confirmed the starting price at $27,600. That figure makes it the most affordable new EV with a native North American charging standard port available in the United States market. In Canada, confirmed pricing starts at $43,398 Canadian dollars. The segment this Bolt is entering is not the same one the previous generation left. The Tesla Model 3, which Chevrolet confirmed as its primary reference point through the Ultium platform development, now starts at $38,990, a gap of over $11,000. For buyers in the discovery phase of the EV market, particularly first-time electric vehicle buyers in fuel cost-sensitive regions, that price differential is the primary reason this car exists. GM confirmed the 2027 Bolt runs on the Ultium architecture, the company's dedicated electric vehicle platform. The battery chemistry confirmed for this model is lithium iron phosphate, supplied by CATL. Lithium iron phosphate, often abbreviated to LFP, is a battery type that uses iron rather than nickel or manganese in its chemistry. The practical advantage is longevity and reduced degradation over charge cycles. The trade-off is that LFP cells are more affected by cold temperatures than other chemistries. In sub-zero conditions, the usable capacity can drop, meaning the range figure quoted under standard testing conditions will not be the range figure a driver sees on a cold morning. GM confirmed a range figure of 255 miles on its own estimate, with the EPA rating coming in at 262 miles. That is the question thread planted at the start of this video, and what the research shows is this: there is currently no confirmed data from Chevrolet on the specific cold weather range reduction for the LFP variant of the 2027 Bolt. Forum discussions on r/electric vehicles have raised this specifically as an open question ahead of deliveries. The answer will not be available until the car reaches owners in cold market regions. What is confirmed is the DC fast charging speed. The 2027 Bolt accepts up to 150 kilowatts of direct current charging through its native charging port. The previous generation Bolt was limited to 55 kilowatts DC. 150 kilowatts represents a significant improvement. At a 150 kilowatt charger, a practical charge stop from low to 80% takes considerably less time than the previous generation required. Chevrolet confirmed the native port gives access to Tesla's supercharger network and all other compatible fast charge infrastructure. The shadow rival here is the Tesla Model 3. Reported figures from the Model 3 indicate a maximum DC charging rate of 250 kilowatts, still faster than the Bolt's confirmed ceiling. At an equivalent trim level, the price gap of over $11,000 remains the most consequential number in this comparison. The 2027 Bolt is a hatchback. The crossover variant confirmed in earlier model years does not appear in the current specification. Cargo capacity is confirmed at 56.3 cubic feet, with the rear seats folded. The exterior design is a carry-forward of the Ultium platform's visual language, which prioritizes interior space efficiency over dramatic styling. The interior is where one confirmed detail will draw attention from buyers already familiar with the segment. GM confirmed the 2027 Bolt's operating system does not support Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, neither wired nor wireless. For buyers in this price bracket, phone mirroring has been a standard expectation for several years. The absence creates a direct ergonomic gap. Navigation, music, and messaging are handled through the car's own interface rather than the phone-based systems most drivers already know how to use. The CarPlay and Android Auto decision is worth examining without overstating its implications. GM's confirmed position is that the Bolt's native system handles these functions through the Ultium operating environment. Whether the native interface performs to the standard that CarPlay users expect is something forum communities are actively debating ahead of deliveries, and the r/electric vehicles community has flagged it as a potential deal-breaker for buyers who currently use phone mirroring daily. A dry observation is worth making here. The Model 3, which does not support CarPlay either, has navigated this objection through the perceived quality of its own interface. The Bolt's native system will face the same test, and is doing it at a price point where the expectation is functionality, not luxury. That is a tighter margin for error. Driver assistance features confirmed for the 2027 Bolt include standard active safety technology appropriate to the segment. Specific ADAS suite details have not been confirmed in full by Chevrolet at the time of this production. GM confirmed U.S. pricing at $27,600. Canadian pricing is confirmed at $43,398. The market focus is North America. The car operates on the Ultium platform with CATL-supplied LFP cells, both confirmed by Chevrolet. Launch timing details for market availability have not been published in full at the time of this video. For buyers considering the Bolt against the Tesla Model 3, the confirmed starting price gap of over $11,000 is the most direct comparison point. The Model 3 carries a reported maximum DC charging rate of 250 kilowatts against the Bolt's confirmed 150. Maximum cargo capacity favors the Bolt significantly. 56.3 cubic feet confirmed against the Model 3's reported 21 cubic feet. These figures come from the confirmed and reported data in the Chevrolet and competitor specifications. The 2027 Bolt is arriving at a moment when the sub-$30,000 EV segment in North America has essentially had one credible occupant for the past 2 years. Whether that gap produces genuine buyer demand for this specific car, or whether the removal of phone mirroring turns a price advantage into a conversation about what budget buyers are actually willing to accept, is a question this segment will start answering once deliveries reach cold market regions in volume. The LFP winter performance question is the one that will either confirm the Bolt's value proposition or complicate it. Auto Foresight will be watching how that data develops. If there is a model you would like a deeper look at, let us know in the comments.